here.
Going into the woods alone at night can be downright terrifying. But what if you stumble upon something or someone you'd rather not face? Tonight, we're uncovering 6 of the most spine-chilling encounters ever caught on camera. These stories will have you thinking twice before ever setting foot in the woods alone again. Let's jump straight into the first unsettling encounter. The first video tonight comes from Near Shadows, a paranormal and urban exploration channel known for raw, on-location investigations in remote environments. It is November 3rd, 2025, in a remote woodland area, northern Wisconsin, United States. After being caught in heavy rain, Jeremy and Zach retreat briefly to their camper before heading back out into the forest. Jeremy explains the history of the area. Deep within the northern Wisconsin pines, a region associated with indigenous burial grounds and long-standing reports of territorial hauntings. As the rain eases, they decide to continue deeper into the woods, fully aware of the isolation around them. The moment they leave the camper, the tone shifts noticeably, stepping back into complete darkness with no clear path ahead.
Out right now. The rain has finally stopped, and this is creepy, I'm not gonna lie.
What about to get into it?
Yeah, this is creepy. No turning back. We can go straight into here.
We get some darkness in this way.
Let's do it. You wanna do it? We'll go in here, and then we're gonna fire up the Spirit Talker app. This weather. This is insane.
We're going this way.
I know that there's these whole grounds have like ancient Indian burial grounds.
Yeah.
A bunch of stuff. So
Yeah.
we're gonna head into the woods this way, and
Check it out.
fingers crossed, we're gonna get in there at a certain stopping point. We're gonna fire up the Spirit Talker app, and why is it raining again? I don't know, but here we go.
Deep cover.
Hey, it's a little bit of cover in here. These woods are thick too.
That's what bro.
We're gonna whistle for the wind to go.
That's what I'm getting at.
The atmosphere becomes heavier. Both investigators describe a sudden pressure surrounding them, as if something is close and attempting to attach itself. In response, they begin reciting a prayer. As they finish, they claim the feeling lifts almost instantly, as though whatever was present has pulled away.
Old, rusted, and decaying, like it had been waiting for us. Our camera glitched, the audio cut, and everything went eerily silent. It shouldn't have been there. We were miles from any road, and yet, this place appeared like a ghost, rising out of the earth when we needed shelter most. We stepped inside, hoping to escape the storm, but what greeted us in the suffocating darkness of that forgotten place will haunt us forever. The air felt thick, oppressive, and something else was inside with us, watching, waiting.
Inside the trailer, they activate a Spirit Talker device. Responses come through immediately. A voice identifies itself as Shelley and delivers a phrase that feels directed and confrontational. The interaction shifts from general communication to something more targeted.
Spirit, why? Because are you here still? Are you still here with us?
We're following you.
You're following me. Are you good?
Story of my life.
Yeah, right.
Being followed. Are you good spirits? My name is Jeremy. This is my friend Zach. We want to get to know you more. Why are you following us?
that a stop sign?
ADV moment.
That would be a stop sign.
Is that a cane? It's like a cane handle, right?
Yeah. That would be a game.
While documenting the interior, Jeremy reacts suddenly. He reports feeling something grab and pull at the back of his camera. Shortly after, additional names begin coming through the device, indicating multiple entities may be present in the same location. The investigation evolves from environmental tension into what feels like direct interaction. Multiple voices, physical sensations, and equipment interference all occur within a relatively short period, suggesting activity that is both reactive and persistent. The references to suffering, conflict, and short lives appear to align with the land's reported history, reinforcing the idea that the location itself plays a central role. By the end of the night, the investigators remain inside the trailer as the storm continues outside. The isolation, combined with the sustained activity, leaves the impression that whatever inhabits the area is not only aware, but unwilling to be ignored. Before we move on, if you're enjoying the video so far, leaving a like really helps. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time. We recently passed 50,000 subscribers, and that's entirely because of you. The next target is 100,000 before the end of the year. Ambitious, but worth aiming for. There's a hidden word somewhere in this video. See if you can spot it. Now, let's continue. The next horrifying video comes from Straight Explorer, a UK-based channel focused on solo camping and nighttime wilderness exploration. Known for grounded first-person footage, the creator captures real-time reactions to unusual sounds, movement, and the psychological pressure of being alone in remote forests. It is March 20th, 2026 in a remote forest area, United Kingdom.
It's right there outside the door. Hello? I saw something move then. Alright then guys, we are back with a brand new adventure. And this time, I felt drawn to come back to the area that we did in the first 2 episodes. I'm not in the exact same location.
As darkness settles in, the atmosphere shifts almost immediately. From inside the tent, footsteps and rustling can be heard moving through the trees. Shadows appear to shift beyond the limited reach of his light, creating the impression that something or someone is nearby. Remaining low and quiet, he observes carefully, aware of how exposed he is in the environment.
Need to do that.
New sounds emerge outside the tent. Distinct knocking noises echo nearby, followed by subtle disturbances around the campsite. Objects appear slightly out of place, suggesting something may be interacting with the environment just beyond his view.
I've got to take a look out here. Spirit Talker just said, watch yourself here. I don't know if you can see up there. Very nice clear sky tonight. If there is someone here that recognises me from a previous time, from my last visit, could you try and use this device to...
Using a Spirit Talker app, he attempts to make sense of what's happening. The responses are unclear, but reinforce the idea that something is present and reacting to him, adding a psychological layer to the already tense situation. Stepping outside briefly, he surveys the area. Sticks are found balanced unnaturally on logs and stumps, arranged in a way that doesn't resemble natural fall. In the distance, a dark figure appears to move between the trees before disappearing. Nearby wildlife behaves unusually calm, contrasting sharply with the tension in the air. The experience never escalates into a direct confrontation, but the sustained pressure throughout the night is what defines it. Repeated footsteps, knocks, shifting objects, and fleeting visual movement create a consistent sense of awareness from something unseen. Whether natural or not, the behavior around the campsite feels intentional enough to keep the camper on edge until morning. By the end, the encounter leaves more questions than answers, only the lingering impression that for most of the night, he wasn't alone in the forest. The next chilling video comes from What's Up with James, a US-based adventure and paranormal exploration channel that blends van life, historical context, and real-time investigations of eerie locations. It is October 26th, 2022, in Dawson Cemetery, Dawson, New Mexico, United States.
Open. You guys probably can hear it. I don't know if you can see it. There's a rattlesnake right there. He's rattling his tail at me right now. And that coffin has collapsed in. Obviously the snake can't get me from way down there, but it's still scary to get that close. The thing's rattling at me. It's pissed off that it's down.
Later, while seated near the entrance, the atmosphere shifts. James hears what sounds like a faint female voice coming from his left. He pauses and scans the area, but no one is visible. The moment is brief but distinct enough to unsettle him, marking the first unexplained occurrence of the night.
But in a way that it's never done it before. Almost like a malfunction. Which is really, really creepy. So I have this window open, and keep in mind I have slept in here with candles going. I have had all the windows closed, more sealed up than this because it's been cold. I even have a gap here that I normally seal. There's airflow coming in through here. I normally seal that in the winter time. And that alarm, I keep it in here, that alarm has never gone off before. And now it's almost 3 in the morning and I'm hanging out at a cemetery and it just went off.
So nothing else happened last night after my carbon monoxide alarm went off. And I was thinking, so, you know, I have the window open and all that stuff. I know that it's never gone off before.
In the early hours of the morning, the tension returns in a different form. Now inside his van for safety, his carbon monoxide alarm suddenly activates around 2 to 3 a.m. He notes that the alarm has never gone off under normal conditions, and no clear source is immediately identified. Given the cemetery's history, linked to miners who died in underground fires, the timing and context leave him questioning whether something more unusual may be at play. The experience blends grounded, real-world danger with subtle, unexplained moments. From the rattlesnake encounter to the distant voice and the unexpected alarm, the night shifts between physical risk and psychological unease. The cemetery's history adds weight to each moment, turning otherwise small moments into something more significant. By the end, James reflects on the importance of respecting locations like Dawson, not just for their history, but for the unpredictable experiences that can unfold within them. The next shocking video of the night comes from Stealth Camp Sweethearts, a US-based couple focused on quirky, immersive outdoor adventures. Their videos highlight stealth camping, testing new gear, and playful challenges, with real-time reactions and lighthearted storytelling, capturing the unpredictability of nighttime experiences. It is February 24th, 2026, in Ardmore, Alabama, United States.
Hey, it's Michael and Ashley. Well, pulled up. We was getting our stuff out and somebody pulled up. There's a cemetery we're going to be sleeping by tonight. But we're going to be staying, let me show you. We are going to be staying way over there. Somewhere along there, there's a concrete ditch that we're wanting to try to sleep in.
While checking their intended campsite by the pond, they come across a small wagon and tent that appear to belong to someone already staying there. Concerned about a possible confrontation, they decide not to take the risk and quickly abandon the location.
This is our new sleeping mats. That's my sleeping bag, and that's Ashley's sleeping bag. And we got these new.
They relocate to a suburban backyard behind a friend's house. Setting up sleeping mats, chairs, and sleeping bags, they try to remain unnoticed while settling in. Ambient noise from bullfrogs, barking dogs, and distant trains creates a constant background tension as they prepare for the night.
The neighbors are fighting. In the morning, and they're yelling and fighting and slamming doors.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
It is 5 o'clock in the morning.
As the night progresses, the situation becomes unexpectedly chaotic. Loud neighbors begin arguing, engines rev, doors slam, and horns blare repeatedly. The couple struggles to sleep on basic mats before eventually switching to air mattresses, managing to rest despite the constant disturbance.
And we seen this guy walking up in the backyard. I was like, why is this man walking in the backyard?
Well, I wonder if they do it right, because I think it was today when we left. I walked outside and I noticed the leaves out back, all rustled up and stuff. I told Ray, I said, looks like somebody was walking in them leaves. Or something's been in them leaves.
So us.
I said, look at those leaves. I thought, the wind do that? They look like, they're waiting around it.
That's hilarious. I bet it's when we was dragging our bags and stuff.
Oh, it's so hard, Josh back there. Oh my gosh.
It's so funny.
Well, why didn't y'all just burn the stuff out back? We would have never known it.
You know,
started a bonfire back there.
that's what we were like. I wonder where her thing is. We can start a fire back here. And then I was like, well, what if she smells smoke?
By morning, the tone shifts completely. They recount the night to the homeowner, laughing about the close calls and unpredictable moments. What began as a simple stealth camp turns into a mix of discomfort, noise, and unexpected challenges. The experience highlights just how unpredictable stealth camping can be. From abandoning their original spot to dealing with noise, weather, and constant interruptions, the night becomes far more eventful than expected. Despite this, they adapt and manage to get through it safely. By the end, the adventure is remembered less for the stress and more for the humor and unpredictability that come with spending a night off-grid in unfamiliar places. The next video comes from David's Universe, a US-based channel producing creepy exploration-style content. The creator investigates abandoned sites, unusual locations, and reported paranormal activity, capturing real-life experiences in a documentary-style vlog format. It is January 17th, 2026 at Lighter Creek, California, United States. David and the team enter the remote woods of Lighter Creek, searching for signs of unusual activity. Almost immediately, they come across a makeshift setup, a tent positioned deep in the forest, 2 chairs, and scattered objects around the area. The ground shows signs of burning, and strands of hair are visible nearby. Unsure whether the site belongs to someone living there or something more unusual, the team stays close together as they begin documenting the scene.
Guys, there's like a chicken sacrifice here. That's the and then so definitely witchcraft has been going on here.
Further inspection reveals burn marks on the ground. The signs suggest recent activity, reinforcing the idea that the location has been used not long before their arrival.
Oh my God, there's someone in there. There's someone in there. There's someone in there.
Yeah,
so it is a homeless guy. No way. No way we just saw that.
It was just him, no cap. I don't know. That's enough for me. He's chilling though.
That is crazy though. Nah, I can't lie. That's kind of crazy. Why is he there sleeping?
Nah, but what y'all mean he's chill? Look, we've been loud as fuck. He just ignored us that whole time
until we got really close.
About to open that.
He was probably scared.
As a homeless person,
he thought we were the cops.
Keeping a safe distance, David continues documenting the area. The combination of everyday items and more unusual objects creates an unsettling contrast, leaving the purpose of the setup unclear. Before leaving, the group reflects on the overall scene. They note how unusual and unpredictable the area feels, advising caution for anyone considering exploring similar remote locations. The discovery at Lighter Creek blends real-world presence with unsettling elements. While part of the site appears to be occupied, the arrangement of objects and signs of recent activity leave unanswered questions about its full purpose. The experience highlights how isolated locations can hold a mix of ordinary and unexplained elements. By the end, the team leaves with a clear takeaway: approach remote areas with caution, as not everything encountered can be easily explained. Before we get into the next clip, around 70% of people watching aren't subscribed. We're working toward 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you're enjoying the video, hitting subscribe really does help. All right, let's get back to it. The last video of the night comes from Wandering Simon, a UK-based outdoor adventure channel focused on Bothy stays, wild camping, hiking, and remote wilderness exploration. It is March 7th, 2026 in Scotland, White Lagan, Bothy. Simon arrives at White Lagan, Bothy, and begins settling in for the night. Inside, he meets 3 other campers already staying there. He explores the rooms, tidies up leftover mess, and starts preparing the space with firewood, cooking equipment, and soft lighting. Despite the welcoming atmosphere, the Bothy's reputation for strange occurrences lingers in the background, adding a subtle layer of tension to the otherwise calm setting.
Slippers on, so I'm trying to be careful where I'm stepping. What can I tell you? I don't see no ghosts. So this is the Bothy late at night. Show yourself, ghosts! Nothing. I don't think the rumors about ghosts were true. Still walking around the Bothy. Can't see anything exciting or scary. With a big gaping hole in my trousers. This is my neighbors. Maybe they're ghosts. Good morning, guys. I'm just gonna make myself this Vietnamese coffee. So the weather, as you might have seen, has turned for the worse. Unfortunately, it was so nice yesterday. The night was good, I was comfortable, I was warm, but I did really hear some strange sounds during the night. But it wasn't ghosts, it was just a little mouse. The whole myth of this Bothy being haunted debunked, and the mouse took a liking to all those plastic bags like this. So it was pulling at it, things inside it started moving a little bit, cans and bottles making little clanking sounds. And if you don't realize that it's the mouse doing, you can really think that someone is messing with you or something strange is going on. This was a really, really good evening and good night. And as much as I usually try to avoid people in the Bothys, I really enjoyed spending the evening with them, sitting at the fire and just chatting.
As night falls, the mood begins to shift. Strange noises echo through the Bothy, prompting Simon to investigate. With limited light and the quiet of the surrounding wilderness, even small sounds feel amplified. Initially, the tension builds as he considers the stories tied to the location. By morning, the atmosphere changes completely. Simon steps outside to find wild goats nearby and a small frog close to the Bothy. The peaceful surroundings contrast sharply with the tension of the night before, reinforcing the calm beauty of the Scottish wilderness. The overnight stay captures the balance between expectation and reality. While the Bothy's reputation creates moments of suspense, the experience ultimately shows how easily natural causes can be mistaken for something more unusual. At the same time, the isolation, scenery, and shared experience with other campers highlight the unique appeal of Bothy life. By the end, the night is remembered not for fear, but for the quiet tension, the setting, and the reminder that not everything unexplained is truly unknown. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these 6 spine-tingling encounters, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more chilling and terrifying videos. There's always another mystery waiting to be uncovered, and you won't want to miss what's next. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.